What are the 3 things that I wish I did differently in my boutique business? Do you want to know? There's 3 big things, and a lot of it goes along with my own personal story that I'm going to tell you a little bit about today. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Emily Benson. I am the Forbes and InStyle featured founder of Stylish and Successful and FashionTruck.com. And I'm also the author of the Ultimate Boutique Handbook, an Amazon bestseller. So I, all week, have been doing trainings and teachings here on Facebook Live. And today I wanted to switch it up a little bit and tell you a little bit about my story and also share with you some tips and tricks that I kind of learned by making the mistakes myself. And this is really a lot of the reason why I teach, why I train, because I don't want other people like you to go through what I went through in terms of the struggles that I had in my business. So if you know anything about me, you know, I had a very successful business. Like I said, I was featured in Forbes. I was featured in InStyle. I've honestly been featured in over 40 international magazines, newspapers, you name it. Like, I've done it. Airline magazine, done it. Cool. However, that said, I've had a lot of success and I've made a lot of mistakes. And for me, like, one of the things I truly want to do this year is share with you guys what my mistakes were so that you don't do them yourself. So if you're here, say hi, please. Type in the comments, say hi, tell me where you're coming from, and tell me also during this time, let me know, do you have questions about things you might be struggling with? Whether it's your boutique business, your brick and mortar, retail, any product selling business, really any business I can help with. But what my specialty is product-based businesses. So tell me if there's something you're struggling with so I can answer that question while you have me here live. You get me full on Emily style telling you the truth. So let me jump in here. Let me know if you have questions, okay? So the first thing that I wish I did differently, and I go between calling these like mistakes and things I wish I did differently because I don't really believe in mistakes. I think if you're a business owner, you make mistakes and then you get up. You know, you have failures and you get up and you keep going. That's what really, to me, makes a true business owner. And so it doesn't matter what business you're in either. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail. So that's why I want to like kind of switch the script a little bit and say like, what are things I wish I did differently? Okay. So the first thing that I wish I did differently is I wish when I had some money in the bank that I would have hired some help. Hi guys, thanks for joining. Hi Claudine. Hi Holly. I wish I had hired help. So I didn't hire enough help and I didn't hire it fast enough. As my mother just reminded me, I relied on my friends and family a lot. And I relied on like the amazing girls from the neighborhood to help me like work at the store and things like that. I wish like my first year in business, my second year in business, I had hired like a virtual assistant or someone to even help me just manage like the accounting or manage the social media, like things I really didn't want to do, right? Things that take you from working in your business to working on your business. Like when you're working in your business, it's so hard to be working on your business, right? It's like if I'm in a boutique and I'm in my business and I'm selling, how am I expected to have time to go and post all this stuff on social media? How am I supposed to have all this time to be able to really put the energy and the money into growing my business? I'm just realizing now too, I forgot to use my awesome light. I thought it was light out here. It's a little bit dark. So I really wish I had hired help. That is the one thing I wish I did differently because what happened was I got really burnt out in my business. And being burnt out like sucks. It's not fun, especially even when you're successful. Like being burnt out isn't fun. Like you can have all the money in the bank. Thanks, Ashley. Thank you. You can have all the money in the bank you want. You can be in any magazine you want. Like this is when I was in Lucky. This is when I was like flying high, and I felt like I felt like I should just keep doing everything myself. And that might just be a me thing. I don't know. Tell me if it's a you thing. Do you guys relate? Like, give me some hearts if you feel like in your business you want to start to delegate, but you feel maybe nervous or you're not sure like who to hire. Like, give me some hearts if you can relate to this. Because I know for me it was definitely a struggle, especially being the type of woman who I am, like just like you guys, I'm like a total go-getter. I love to do everything myself. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist and a lot of a control freak. And so even the idea of like letting other people do this stuff for me kind of like bugged me out. Even though like I had enough money, I had what I needed, like a little bit of a business built up, like it totally freaked me out. Okay, good. There's some people that can relate. Okay, good. I like that. So that's the thing, is I felt like looking back now and in my business now today, this year, because of my second year in my consulting business, this is the year that I will absolutely start to hire more people. I'll have a VA. I had one for a while. I'm going to go back to having a VA again. I'm going to hire an accountant. I'm going to hire someone to do my taxes, all that good stuff. This is the year that I start to do that in this business, because I kind of last year had like a reboot year where I started to launch all this stuff, right? So Ashley says, yeah, it's hard to find good help. It is hard to find good help. What I will encourage you to do, and I said this in my 6-figure blueprint group, I said one of the best ways to get what you want in life, but also in hiring, is to write a list of qualities and attributes that you want for someone who's going to work for you. Then also, like next level down, write the tasks, like exactly what you want them to be proficient in, what you want them to be able to help you with. Okay? So that you are attracting what you desire. So you can do that for anything in life, but especially with hiring people, I think it's important to set the intention for what you want so that you know, so that you can start to attract that, right? It might take a week, it might take like a month to find that right person, but at least you've kind of like set it up for the universe to say like, universe, like this is what I'm looking for. Maybe you can help me in this employment process. So hiring good people can definitely be hard. And finding out that like it's your time to hire people is also like another like, okay, next level situation, right? Okay, so secondly, the thing that I wish I did differently, I wish I might, right? We could always wish back, right? Hindsight is totally 20/20. And for me, like one of the things I always work on with clients is saying, I work with clients who are in the shoes I was in, right? Like I've been there, I've done so much of this stuff, and I've done it well and I've done it really shitty. So for me, like it's great because I always seem to have that answer, and if I don't, I'm 100% like scouring and asking friends and like looking for the answer. But 9 times out of 10, I have a really good answer for you if you have a question about your business. So the second thing that I wish I had done differently is I wish, thanks for the hearts, I wish I hadn't diluted my core business by starting other businesses. So I started out with the fashion truck. Hi, Danielle. I started out with the fashion truck. Over the course of 4.5 years, I opened a brick and mortar. I started a food truck festival in my town, which I did 2 times a year, which when I wasn't doing the festival, I was like planning for the festival. I started doing kids parties at my store, kids fashion parties. I was styling. I was selling skincare products, direct sales. And a lot of this, guys, was at the same time, like all at the same. So when I'm telling you I did this, like I was doing it all at the same time. So I was doing all these things, and it did a few things to me. One, I was exhausted. I was tired all the time. I was working my tail off. Remember, because I didn't hire people to help me. And I was not clear on my message to customers. So it was very confusing to customers. What was I doing now? And for customers that didn't catch up or didn't stay along with what I was doing, they got super confused. So they're like, wait, you have a brick and mortar, but now you're selling skincare too? And I was like, well, yeah, of course. I mean, it totally fits with my customer. Like the curse of yes. Thank you, Danielle. Yeah, the curse of yes. Like we say yes to things that we get excited about. And it's great. Like it's selling skincare made sense. It was my ideal client. Like, it fit with my ideal client profile. But my core message of dressing great got diluted. I started styling, so I went to women's homes and I started cleaning out their closets, and again, that was great. It was something I was really good at and really excited and passionate about. But it diluted my message. It wasn't driving people into my store. Even the skincare I had set up on a beautiful shelf right next to my cash wrap. I was like, ideal space. I can talk to people about it as they check out, right? And the skincare is like the best in the freaking world. So why wouldn't I do it? Because it's a great product. I use it. Why wouldn't I sell it? Right? It, like, logically, you guys, like, all of this stuff starts to make sense in your own head because again, you're caught up in your own head. And that kind of goes on to my third tip, but you're caught up in your own head and you're thinking, like, I know, like, I'll tell you where I was. I was in this space where I was like, I almost started not to trust my core business, and I almost started to doubt myself that my core business was enough. And I started to think, well, if I can sell skincare, that'll make me like a little bit more money. Or if I do this kids party, that'll make me a little bit more money. All it is my time, right? Like, it's just a time. Guess what? That's time that I wasn't sleeping, wasn't working out, wasn't taking care of myself, and completely started to fall apart. Like, I was falling apart inside. Ugh, like, makes me sick to think about, honestly. Like, to think about 2 or 3 years ago when I was just running around, like, thinking, oh my God, I need to add all these things. Like, no, all it did, very honestly, and again, hindsight's 2020, all it did was dilute my core business. It diluted it. It confused customers. It confused me. It exhausted me. And I want to be real with you. Like, I want you to learn because I'm sharing, because I'm telling you where I screwed up. And I'm saying, like, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And if something I say can strike a chord with you, if something I say can make you think differently, then great. My time on this Facebook Live amazing stream is worth it. It's 100% worth it. Because there's not enough people out there talking about this stuff and teaching this. And I think that kind of like rolls into my third thing I wish I had done differently. But to be honest, like, I don't know if there was anyone, well, there finally was someone, because I did start working with a mentor and a coach. I am really passionate. I am really passionate. If that's one thing, if you know me, you know I'm passionate, and I'm loud too. I'm really loud. So the third thing I wish I had done differently is I wish I had started working with a coach or a mentor sooner. Like, the minute I started feeling like I needed help or feeling like I was struggling and I didn't know the answer, I wish so badly that I just invested in a mentor, invested in a coach, invested in something that would help, even if it was a course, even if it was, I just didn't even know those existed, to be honest, you guys. Like, I was so in my own head. I was so in my own head. And it was a struggle. Like, but if someone had come to me and said, hey, listen, I can help you with your social media. I can help you feel less exhausted all the time. Even if it was like a health coach, I feel like that would have been good for me, But just someone who wasn't my friends and family, who understood what being an entrepreneur was, what working alone in a store was like, what feeling like, oh my God, I have to make all the money this month. I have to make X amount of money this month, and that's really stressful. I just wish I knew there were coaches out there. I wish I knew there was mentors out there. And so if you feel like you are alone, you feel like you don't know what you should do next, if you feel like you're even questioning, like, what should I do next? Or what should my focus be this year? Or I think I'm doing really badly in my business. Like, I have so many women that come to me and they're like, I'm doing so poorly. Like, what's normal? I'm doing so poorly. And then we look at it and I'm like, listen, there's no normal. There's no my path is not the same as your path. It's not the same as, there's 10 people on this live stream. It's not the same. All of our journeys are totally different. That's the cool part about being a human. But that's also the part that at a certain point, you want to realize that there are people who can understand what you're going through, and there are people that want to help you. Like this week, I've been on the phone with a couple amazing women, and some of them, like, they're not ready to work with me. And maybe, like, I'm not even the right person for them. You know, some people I am the right person for, and I'm excited to work with them, and that's awesome. You know, like, we click, and that's great, and I can absolutely help them where they are in their business on this journey, right, in their business, in their life. I can totally help them. But then there's some people that aren't ready for me, and that's okay, right? That's why I do these free live streams. That's why I have a book. Did you guys know I have a book? I don't talk about it a lot, but I'm your person, Brittany. I love that. Thank you. That's beautiful. I love being your person. That makes me really happy. I love being people's people because, and I said this to one of my friends earlier. I said it to my mom. I said, you know, I get so wrapped up in other people's dreams. And I get, like, so excited. Like, if you say to me, like, Emily, I want to have 4 fashion trucks. Or, like, Emily, I want to open a kid's store. And I want there to be a kid's store in 3 states that surround me. Like, I'm going to say to you, like, hell yes. And then I'm going to be like, but when? Like, let's do this. That's me. Like, I'm the crazy person being like, yes, you can do it. Yes. And, like, it's a weakness and it's definitely a strength of mine. Like, I will be your biggest cheerleader, but I will also, like, push your ass until you, like, get up. Because I'm doing the same, you guys. Like, I'm running a business right now, right? Okay? And I continue to push myself. I continue to challenge myself. I continue to learn more. And I want that for you too. So if you haven't yet checked out my book, I will encourage you to do that. It's called The Ultimate Boutique Handbook. And right now, I actually have a workbook that comes with it on the Boutique Bundle. Brittany knows, Danielle knows, they know about the Boutique Bundle. The Boutique Bundle is my book and a 50-page workbook that goes right along with it, and it helps you plan your business. It helps you plan your boutique business, whether it's e-commerce, mobile, or brick and mortar. And so I created the workbook because the book was such a hit. I've had the book out for 2 years. It was such a hit, and I still kept hearing people say, I don't know how to write a business plan for a boutique. And I did my Google search, as I'm always doing. And I realized there's nothing out there for women who have boutiques to write a business plan. There's nothing to help them. Like, the book is great, and the book is very helpful, but I think there's, like, let me put it this way. I have 8 notebooks, okay? I have 8, like, 3 major ones going on at any given time. And sometimes a notebook is great. When you're writing a business plan, it might be better to have a little more guidance. So that's why I have the boutique workbook, is that you're able to actually work through your thoughts as you read through the book. So super helpful. That's available at bit.ly/boutique bundle. And again, guys, why do I do this? So you don't make the mistakes I made. Why do I do this? So that I can teach. I love teaching. I'm a natural born teacher. And I'm a natural born, as many of you will attest to this, I'm a natural born executor. I'm like, here's how we do it. Step 1, step 2, step 3. And that's really, I think, what the workbook is too. It's like, hey, you got this great idea. Let's go execute it. Like, here, let me show you. X, Y, Z. Go do it, right? I see so many women who are like, I really want to open a boutique. And I'm like, okay, I want you to open one too. So, like, what are you doing? Like, what do you need help with? Tell me what you need help with. Use my book. Use all my videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? Absorb all of this information that I'm giving to you, whether it's paid or it's free. Like, go for it. And then just execute, right? There was no one talking about this stuff when I started my business. Zero people. That's why I'm here. Because I know there's no one else teaching what I teach in the way I teach it and how quickly I can teach you, right? I'm like the master of, like, let's go, right? You come to me, you're like, I want to do this. I'm like, great. Again, when? Let's do it. Tell me your deadline. We will get you there. I will show you exactly the steps how to get there. Most likely I've done it. So if you haven't picked up the boutique bundle, I know Brittany will tell you that she loves it. I know there are many others that will tell you that they love it. And it's available at bit.ly/boutique bundle. I'll post it in the comments after this too. But you have to know about the boutique bundle. And there's going to be a lot of other great stuff coming for me. So I want you guys to be on in the loop, in the radar. If you haven't joined my Facebook group, it's called the Fashion Truck Tribe. I want you to be in there because I offer exclusive stuff in there. And I answer exclusive questions in there. But I've got a lot of stuff coming out in the next month. It's meant to help you. Some of it's paid, some of it's free. But I am really excited. Some of it's top secret. I can't tell you guys about all of it yet. But keep watching this space because I will start updating you guys soon as the pieces fall into place. So I'm like beyond excited about some of the stuff that's coming up. Boutique bundle. Also, if you're on this page, you should be able to look at the pin post. I'm doing a webinar on January 23rd called Boost Your Boutique. Right? Boost Your Boutique. I think that's what it's called. 6 ways, 6 steps to 6 figures in 2017. You want to make 6 figures this year? Now's the time to get on, start planning that, and start doing that. So I'm going to show you how to, free on that webinar. All you have to do is click the link, enter your email, sign up for it, and you'll get all the login information when we get there. So that's Monday, January 23rd. It's in like a week and a half. It's in 10 days, okay? So make sure you sign up for that. So let me just recap. Again, I'm Emily. Brittany, I'm going to send you an answer to that question. I don't necessarily want to publicly answer that question. Also, Brittany, why don't you go in Fashion Truck Tribe and search for that? You'll find my answers to it there. I'm not super comfortable answering certain questions on camera, just because, it's taped. So my 3 things I wish I did differently. I'm going to recap, and then I'm going to get off because we're going to go to dinner. So 1 is I didn't hire help soon enough. It hurt me. It hurt my business, hands down. 2, I diluted my core business by adding on other businesses and focusing on other things. Okay? If you feel like, oh, I want to do this, stop. What's your core business? Do that, max it out, get it right before you move on. Okay? And I say that because very honestly, if you have 1 boutique, you should be able to open a second within 3 years if you're doing things right. Okay? That's the standard. So get your 1 boutique right and then move on. 3 was I didn't get a coach or a mentor soon enough. I waited too long. I got bored of my business. I should have asked for help sooner, honestly. You're welcome, Kleinine. It's good to have you here. It's good to see you. So I didn't get a mentor or coach soon enough. And honestly, I've had a coach for about 1.5 years, 2 years now, and it's been a game changer for me. So if you need a coach or mentor, or you're thinking about getting one, obviously I'm here. That's what I do. I'm a consultant. But if I'm not right for you, go find someone else, okay? Like, it doesn't have to be me. It can be someone else. So obviously I'd love it if it was me because I'm really good at what I do. But if I'm not for you, if I'm not the one for you, I'm okay with that, okay? So I'm going to sign off because Greg's waiting for me for dinner. So he's being very polite. So I'll post the link in the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back here again tomorrow. I hope that you've learned something. I hope that you've taken something away. And I hope that it makes your business and your life better. So I'm Emily. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.